This is a gDial Pro tutorial where we'll cover some of the most common questions we receive here at gDial Pro. The first is, I'm getting an invalid username and password message. What can I do? There are usually two causes for this. The first is you do not have a Google Voice account yet. A Google Voice account is different than a Gmail account or a Google account. To get a Google Voice account, go to google.com/voice and you can apply for one there. It's free. Or you can go to eBay or a couple other online vendors that will sell you a Google Voice account. Once you've established a Google Voice account, you can download gDial Pro here. And the very first screen you'll be brought to is actually a preferences screen if this is your very first time. And you'll input all of this data fields here. Assuming you've already done this and you're getting an invalid username and password, it's probably the case that you've actually inputted the username and password incorrectly. And again, at the preferences is where you can change this. So go ahead and go through this and make sure that you've inputted it correctly. We recommend that you don't just download a new version of gDial Pro because it will keep all of your same preferences. What you'll need to do is go into gDial Pro menu and preferences, and you can change it from there. Some of the other questions we get are, my SMS works fine, but I can't get the dialing to work from my phone. And there are a couple different reasons for this. The first is, make sure that you leave your web-based dialing on under your preferences. And you can find that here. If you're positive that your web-based dialing is on and you're still having a problem, make sure you've added your cell phone number correctly in your Google Voice account. That's at google.com/voice, and into your preferences, this input right here. And lastly, you can go to your Google account, and it seems to be that there's a problem as far as Google recognizing numbers as the right type, either mobile or not. So the easy way to do this is you go to your Google account, you'll be defaulted to your phone tab, select your mobile number, and make sure you edit the type as mobile, and that should work just fine. Okay, so now we're back at this main menu. And another common question we get is the reverse of the second one, which is, my dialing works fine, but I can't get my SMS to work. This appears to be a problem that can only be explained by an incorrect username and password. So again, make sure this is correct. Another question is, can I update gDial from the app catalog? Yes, as new updates come out, you'll be notified and you can update from the Google catalog. Well, those are the most common questions we get. Well, lastly is people will ask, what is the normal amount of wait time to get a Google Voice account? Or they'll ask us about when their Google Voice account will be approved. And unfortunately, we don't have any say in the matter. That's Google. But we've heard anywhere from a couple days up to a couple weeks. And again, if you don't want to wait time, there are online vendors that you can purchase a Google account from. So we hope to make more tutorials in the future that will help explain some of the questions that we get. In the meantime, you can email support@gdialpro.com.